What's up, everybody? It's Chase with Energy to Conquer. Today is day 23 on my experimental journey to more energy, more mental clarity, and just improving my overall focus. If you guys haven't already, you can like, subscribe to the channel. You can check us out on our website at energytoconquer.com. And today I wanted to talk to you about indecision and how that's completely robbing you of your energy, like it completely zapping you if you're in a constant state of indecision. Like when you have a plan, when you create a plan and you know what you're going to do, step one, step two, step three, that clarity that gives you is going to give you so much energy, because you're going to waste so much of your thought energy and just mental energy on thinking about different scenarios, what ifs, and you're constantly going back and forth. You're kind of in an anxious state. I guess anxiety creates stress, just doubt, fear. Like you're dealing with all those variables, and it just completely sucks the energy out of you. It's going to suck your focus, your ability to focus on the things that you need to focus on. So the best thing to do is get clear. And I talked about this in my video on day 21, I believe it was. And this is really kind of an extension to that, in the sense that if you haven't watched that, you can go back and watch it. But just the uncertainty of indecision, it's really indecision of not knowing what to do next or what steps to take, is such an energy suck. And one of the things, when I come into this, I kind of just did this last minute. I've never done anything like this before. I didn't know how to plan it out. And so I've been focused up to this point. This is the beginning of week 4, so today's Tuesday, so I'm on day 2 of week 4. And I'm going to structure this out from this point on. But up to this point, the first, I guess, 3 weeks, now I'm on week 4, has been focused on the physical side of energy. And I really just jumped into a program that was way over my head, because I wanted to boost my energy real quick, because I knew I could do that with my physical energy, because I had some level of fitness. Probably wasn't the most fittest person in the world by any stretch of the means, but I was, somewhat fit. So I jumped into a program that's way over my head. I don't encourage doing that unless you've done this stuff before, because it's a good way to fail. And I had a lot of ups and downs last week because of that, because I jumped in over my head. And I'm glad that I was kind of going through this so you guys could see that. But I say all that to say, now it's time to get clear. Like I had a lot of ups and downs mentally. I didn't know what was happening from day to day, just kind of filling out this process. I didn't know what the energy, I guess the energy suck from the workouts until I could build up my energy. Overall, my energy's up. I was having problems last week with I'd go to sleep for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and I'd wake up and I couldn't go back to sleep for 2 hours, 3 hours. And I'm sure part of that was like cortisol in my blood, and it's just kind of throwing everything off. I'm sure that played a big part of it. So I don't know if it was stress, just what it was. And so this week, and I started this a week or two before, but it kind of fell off track just because doing the workouts and having trouble sleeping and different things. So overall, my energy's up, and that's one of the problems. My energy's up, so when I lay down to go to sleep, I wake up and I'm wide awake. And then when I get up in the mornings, I didn't get enough rest, so I'm kind of run down a little bit in the morning. So it's just playing that catch-up game. And I talked about this, about getting on my morning routine last week, and I kind of failed a couple days. And so this week I'm fully committed to, for the next 7 days, is getting on this morning routine, or next 6 days, getting on this morning routine. And that gives me a plan. I know what to do. So when I go to do these videos, I know what I'm going to do each week. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to map this out later today. Each week here on out, what I'm going to be doing. So some of the things that you can look for is, I'm going to be including probably 2 salads a day for a week, and see what that does over my overall energy. I'm going to be, of course, getting up in the mornings, doing my morning routine every day. I'm going to be starting 75 hard. So I'll go ahead and document the process of drinking a gallon of water every day. I already drink a lot of water, but I probably don't drink a gallon every day. Probably not most days, but I'm going to push that, see what that does. Going to be add 3 green drinks a day, and just things like that I can do. We'll be adding some breathing exercises, doing 3 breathing exercises a day. So each week will be something different. And I'm going to try to build on these. I don't know if I can maintain and keep every one of these going all through the whole process, but I am going to track and see which ones I feel gives me more energy, more clarity, more focus, and which ones help me. So I know a lot of these I'm going to be able to stack and continue to do throughout this process, and that's the goal. But I'm going to be trying so many, I don't know if I can continue with all of them. But that gives me a plan. I know what to do, right? I'm going to sit down, I'm going to write this out. So starting, the rest of this week, I know what to do. Waking up Monday, I know what to do. Waking up the next Monday, I know what to do. Waking up the next Monday, right? It's just on and on and on. But I'm going to have this planned out. And so that indecision of what to do and how to go about this challenge, like I don't have to worry about thinking about that no more, because I took time to plan it out. So it's planning to win. And of course, things are going to happen. I'm going to get knocked off that plan, I'm sure, as you guys are going to see. But you know what? That's just part of the process. But if I've got a plan, I know what I need to do, and I'm not having to wing it. Because when you're winging it, just flying by the seat of your pants, I'm telling you, it's an energy suck. And just kind of, you live in this reactive, stressful state that's draining your energy. So anything that you can do in your life that can create, I guess, just overall plan for what to do. I don't know really how to say it, but if just whatever you can do to create a plan. I want to say a system and a process, but that's probably more down the road, and that's probably more for repetitive things. From a business aspect, I want to say systems and processes so bad, but that's not really where this is at. So just create a plan and stick to it. And guess what? If that plan don't work, modify that plan. Take your new plan, stick to it. If that plan don't work, modify that plan and stick to it. It's okay to create a bad plan. And the only way you're going to know it's a bad plan is if you first create it and then stick to it. When you're flying by the seat of your pants, you end up changing things up so often you don't know what works and what doesn't work. So you can't really track the process. And the thing is, you'll start doing something for a little bit and it'll start working, and then you'll get relaxed, and then you'll stop doing it and start doing something else. Then you stop doing that, start doing something else, and then you have no clue what was working, what was not working. So you're in this constant state of indecision. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. You got this stress, anxiety that comes along with that. So my advice to you today is create a plan for whatever it is you're doing. It doesn't matter whether it's your health, whether it's your business, doesn't matter if it's your fitness, doesn't matter if it's skills you're trying to learn. Create a plan, stick to it. If you see that plan doesn't work, like if you commit to it for 7 days or 14 days or 21 days and you see it doesn't work, just pivot. Make a new plan based on your new information and move forward with that plan. If that plan doesn't work, right, pivot and move on. But the thing is, you have to commit for some period of time and be sure to show up every day for that period of time, or at least almost every day for that period of time. Like there's going to be some days where you fall off track. If you're doing 14 days, maybe you miss 1 or 2 days, but overall, if you stick to it for the 12 of the 14 days, then that's going to be enough information where you're going to be able to either say this works or we need to make modifications and create a new plan. All right, but you got to give it time. So that's all I've got for you today. Like I said, I'm going to be getting this. It's going to be way more structured as this comes up. And so each Monday, I'm probably going to go over what I'm doing for the week. And then I guess on Sundays, I'll probably do a debrief on those and kind of my takeaway overall. Or maybe I might do that on Monday, so it'll be a full week. I'm not sure. But I'm going to work on that today. And I'm going to lay everything out for the rest of this challenge. Today is day 23. So what's that? I've got 78 days, something like that, 77 days left on this. And so each week here on after, it's going to be planned out. It's going to be something that I'm going to do that you can apply in your own life and try and see if you get the same results as I do. And hopefully that'll help you get more energy as well, help you get more mental clarity, and help you improve your focus. So that's all I have today. Hope you guys have a blessed day.